Students of Reddit, have you ever lost your temper with a teacher? Let me take you back to my senior year. I had this AP English teacher who was straight up the human embodiment of bias. No joke, she graded us based on how much she liked you that day. Teacher's pets, the rest of us, consider your GPA doomed. It was like being in some twisted reality show where sucking up was the only way to survive. Now here's where I come in. I had long hair, stretched earlobes, basically giving off major rock star vibes, and obviously she despised me. Not because of my performance, I was literally crushing it in every subject, but purely because I didn't fit into her perfect student box. So, instead of grading me fairly, she started pulling this ridiculous stunt, claiming I wasn't turning in assignments on time. Imagine trying to tell me I'm slacking off when I'm over here writing essays that could be published. I wasn't about to let that slide, so I hit up my guidance counselor to look into it. And guess what? Turns out, Miss Grudgeholder had this system. She'd split our assignments into two piles, the favorites pile and the you're doomed pile. Then, based on who had kissed up to her the most that day, she'd slap on random grades like it was some kind of academic roulette. Totally professional, right? Fast forward to my magnum opus, the Odyssey book report. I'm talking hours of work, meticulous details, and hands down the most epic presentation the class had ever seen. I practically became Homer for that project. What does she do? Hits me with a D, a freaking D. I'm sitting there like, did she even watch my presentation? Or was she too busy deciding which student brought her the best coffee? I finally snapped. I looked her dead in the eye, and with the dramatic flair only a fed-up senior can pull off, I said, F you, this is the end of your career. Then I walked out like I was starring in an action movie. But the plot twist? I had already sent an identical copy of that Odyssey report to my guidance counselor, just to cover my bases. A week later, the school board calls a meeting. Apparently, Miss Grudgeholder's antics weren't just limited to me. Other students had come forward with similar complaints. The guidance counselor showed the board my Odyssey report. And the fact that it was a literal masterpiece, while being graded like it was written in crayon, didn't sit well with them. They started digging into her grading records, and boy, did they find a mess. Long story short, the board decided to fire her. But wait, there's more. Remember how she was also the driver's ed instructor? Yeah, she lost that gig too. Turns out, a bunch of students reported her for being, let's just say, less than safe behind the wheel. One kid even said she was texting while teaching them parallel parking. The board wasn't about to let that slide, so her entire teaching career came crashing down. Boom. Done.